Yugi, we're right here with you.
Yugi, you've got to believe in yourself.
You could do it. Just kick Kaiba's butt.
Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. But it does contain the unstoppable Exodia.
Impossible!
I've assembled all 5 special cards, all 5 pieces of the puzzle.
Exodia! It's not possible! No one's ever been able to call him!
Exodia! Obliterate!
You did it! Yugi, you won!
This can't be! My brother never loses!
You play only for power, Kaiba, and that is why you lost. But if you put your heart in the game, there is nothing you can't do.
But how? How could I have lost to him?
Kaiba, if you truly want to know, open your mind! There, Kaiba. Maybe now you will begin to see.
Welcome guys to a new video for the channel. In this video I'll be going over my Yu-Gi-Oh card collection. I'll be showing you all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I have in my collection. Most of these ones are fake, okay? These ones right here are fake. This box is full of fake cards. And then right here I have 4 starting decks, which are real cards, which I bought back in the day. I always loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I was little. I always loved Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the artwork especially. The game unfortunately has gotten a little bit too complex these past years, so these cards are mostly from old school Yu-Gi-Oh! So they don't have those great effects you see in today's meta. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! I always loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I said, I really appreciate the artwork. I think the artwork is amazing on some of these cards. The artists really put a great job on that. The anime as well was pretty nice again. I really loved the first one, the Duel Monsters era. That anime was really good. 5Ds was also nice, I guess. Overall, what I like most about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really the artwork. But like I said, the anime is also great. So in this video I'll be showing you my Yu-Gi-Oh! card collection. I also have done a Pokemon card collection. If you want to see it, I'm gonna leave it in the description of the video. So this is gonna be a follow-up to that video, this time to Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so this video is probably gonna be a little bit long, just so you know, because I have a lot of cards here, especially the fake cards. But yeah, I'll try not to drag on too much. So I'm mostly gonna talk about the cards I mostly am familiar with and the ones I like the most. So yeah, let's get on with the video, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, so right here I have the 4 starting decks. These are the real cards, so let's start with these ones first. Oh yeah, as you can see. Okay, here we go. There's a small preview right here. So let's see. First I'm gonna get this one because there's some special cards here actually. Alright, so let's see what we have here. So let's begin here. Alright, so first we have 3 special cards which I got from Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Master Coliseum. These were promo cards which came with the game. So first we have a Beast Soldier. All of these 3 are holos, by the way. Then we have Teva. And then we have a pretty nice looking card actually, Inferno Hammer. This guy is really nice looking. 2400 attack, 0 defense. Of course it has a drawback. All of these high attack monsters have a drawback when it's like this. But yeah, those were the promotional cards I got with Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Now let's go to the first starter deck, which in this case is from Yugi. Actually, wait, this. Okay, oh, I actually have some Japanese cards here again as well. Oh well. Alright, so let's first start with Mystical Elf. Okay. So we have Mystical Elf. Pretty staple card. Feral Imp. Another Feral Imp. Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress number 1. There's also number 2, which is pink. We have a pretty popular card, Summon Skull. Really awesome design. We have the only famous Beaver Warrior. Yeah, this one of the strongest cards in the game. Yeah. Another Beaver Warrior. Right here we have the holo card. We have a Dark Magician. I really enjoy this artwork, even though it's not supposed to be the true Dark Magician artwork. This is the artwork from the anime, but I really like this artwork. In my opinion, it's the best one. Then we have another one in non-holo this time, with no effects. Then we have Gaia the Fierce Knight. Very staple card from Yugi as well. Celtic Guardian. The whole famous Celtic Guardian. Then we have Mammoth Graveyard. Great White, which is very nice looking because I love sharks, and this is pretty much a man-eating shark, so you can't get any better than that. Another Great White. There's also man-eating black shark, which is black. And we have Silver Fang. We have a Giant Soldier of Stone. Dragon Zombie. Which is very useful in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, by the way. Another Dragon Zombie. This card is very useful in Forbidden Memories, like I said. Because in that game the rules are different. We have Doma, the Angel of Silence. Ansatsu. Witty Phantom. This card is actually the monster from this card is actually materialized in the Digital World arc with the Big 5 when they were up against Kaiba. Claw Reacher. Another Claw Reacher. Mystic Clown, which is very weird looking. We have the first spell card, Sword of Dark Destruction. Another Sword of Dark Destruction. Book of Secret Arts. Another Book of Secret Arts. Diane Keto, the Cure Master. Yeah, this card just recently got another card, which is very different from this one. It's a really hot girl. So yeah, but also don't look at this card's OCG artwork because you're gonna be left with nightmares. Trust me. This card's OCG artwork is very disturbing looking. Next we have Ancient Elf. We have Magical Ghost. Oh, okay. Fisher. Pretty popular card as well back in the day. Trap Hole. Also pretty popular, but now there's a lot more versions which are stronger. Two-pronged Attack. Dispel. Sorry about the camera not focusing correctly. It's a Nikon camera, so yeah. We have one of the most popular cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, Monster Reborn. This card is pretty popular for a reason. It's very awesome. It's banned as well. We have Change of Heart, another banned card. This card is very awesome. The artwork, I really like the artwork, and the effect is pretty great. Not as good as it once was, but it's still great. The Stern Mystique. We have Wall of Illusion. Neo the Magic Swordman. Another Neo the Magic Swordsman. Baron of the Fiend Sword. Man-Eating Treasure Chest, pretty funny card. We have Sorcerer of the Doomed. pretty great looking card. Last Will. Waboku. We have another holo card right here. Soul Exchange. Another holo. Card Destruction. This card is nice. Dragon Capture Jar. Was pretty emphasized in the anime. Yami with Pegasus. This is a field card, Yami, by the way. Remove Trap. Castle Walls. This is the first Japanese card. These are Japanese cards I have. This is Beast of Talwar. Pretty great card. I believe Merrick used it. I think it was Merrick who used it. I'm not really sure anymore now. This is I believe it's Beast from Different Dimension. I don't know if it's that name, but the beast itself is that one, so it's that. This is I don't remember the name. I think it's something Archangel. I don't know. 1900 attack. So this is one of those really high level, really high attack monsters with level 4. They were pretty used and popular back in the day because they don't require any tributes and you have a pretty great attack factor. This is one of the Dark Scorpions. I believe it's Gorg the Strong. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I know it's from one of the. I know it's one of the Dark Scorpions archetypes. This one is. I believe this is Mephist, the Infernal General, or something like that. This one I don't remember the name. It's basically from the same archetype as the other one. Also an Archfiend. This one is also an Archfiend. I think this is the Archfiend King. Yeah, it's called in Japanese, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know most. I don't remember most of the names, so it's kind of hard to remember everyone. This one, I believe it's something Assailant. I'm not really sure. But I think it's Farewell Assailant. I don't know. This one I don't know the name. Sorry, I don't know the name of this one. This one I don't remember the name. Sorry. This one is a Ritual. I don't know the name. This one is, of course, I know the name. This one is Dark Master Zork. So this is pretty much an interpretation of a card based on Zork Necropedis, which is the main villain of the first Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Not really that powerful for being based on such a powerful character in the anime, but oh well. At least there's that. So yeah, this is the closest you're gonna get to a Zork card. I don't know. I don't think they're ever gonna make a real Zork card because they would have to make it too OP. So yeah, similar. They would pretty much have to make it similar to Orhakitaki, Creator of Light probably. But yeah. So now I think I'm gonna go into Kaiba's deck because why not? We had Yugi, now we're gonna go to Kaiba's deck. So let's see here. Starting off with, of course, the iconic Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is a pretty great card for obvious reasons. I think it's a little bit overrated and overused. It's been getting a lot of support as of recent years. There are a lot more cards that really need more support. Blue Eyes has a lot of support already. I don't think it's really necessary. But yeah. Blue Eyes White Dragon. As you can see, it's a little bit warmed off in the sides here. So yeah. Oh well. It's not hollow actually. This is the first artwork. This is my favorite artwork, by the way. I really like this artwork. Although he looks a little bit more bluish in this one, but I still love this artwork. And it's Blue Eyes, man. It's Blue Eyes. It's an awesome card. Although it is a little bit overused and overrated, but still, it's Blue Eyes. Still the strongest normal monster in the game. Then we have Itoksumi Giant. Nice looking artwork. We have Ryukishin. Komori Dragon, Pretty nice looking card as well. Judgment. Rogue Idol. Terra the Terrible. Another Terra the Terrible. Dark Titan of Terror. Dark Assailant. Master and Expert. Unknown Warrior of Fiend. Ogre of the Black Shadow. Dark Energy. Pretty staple card right there. Pretty nice. Invigoration. Dark Hole. Also pretty popular card. But it's not really that great because it destroys all the cards on the field, including your ones. So yeah, not really that great. Wulkazi. Pretty terrible card. It only does 800 direct damage to your opponent's life points. Pretty awful card. Another Uzaki. Ukazi, should I say. We have a Short Stalker. I really like the artwork of this monster. Pretty nice looking. Pretty evil. We have Legend, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. Back in the day, this card was very popular because of having 1800 attack and being only level 4, so you could put this card without tributing and you will have 1800 attack. So yeah, these types of cards back in the day were very popular. Not as much anymore, of course, but back in the day they were very popular because of the high attack factors and no need to tribute. Next we have Rude Kaiser. We have Destroyer Golem. Skull Red Bird. The-Human. Two-Pronged Attack. Dispel. Master Reborn. The Inexperienced Spy. Just Desert. Another Just Desert. Lord of D, aka Lord of Dragons. Pretty emphasized in the anime because in the anime most of the monsters have different effects. Then right here we have the Flute of Summoning Dragon. Both these cards were used in conjunction with each other, and like I said in the anime, some monsters have different effects and stuff, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yugi, should I say, shits all the time, so yeah, they come up with different effects in the anime, so yeah. Trap Master. Another Trap Master. Field Spell. Sogen. Remove Trap. Castle Walls. Ultimate Offering. Now this card is banned currently. At the cost of 500 life points per monster, a player is allowed an extra normal summon or set. So I think you can see why it's banned. It's pretty much you only pay 500 life points to, and you can normal summon or set another monster. So that's pretty broken. No wonder it's banned. And then right here we have another more Japanese cards. This one is the Kangaroo. I'm not really sure about the name. This is the pre-evolution of Master of Oz, pretty much, which is a very strong card, 4200 attack, but it's not really that great because it doesn't have any effect, so it only has the attack, I guess. This one is a Samurai. This one is pretty nice looking, the artwork. Then we have I don't know the name of this one, sorry, I don't know. It's in Japanese. I don't remember how I got these Japanese cards. I don't remember. This one must be fake. I don't know. Another one of that monster. Another Kangaroo. This one is a dinosaur. I believe this is a hammerhead dinosaur or something like that. I know it has hammerhead in the title, in the name, should I say? So yeah. This one is Shadow Ghoul. He also can fuse with Labyrinth Wall to make Wall Shadow. So yeah, and that's the end. Okay, So that was the Kaiba deck. So yeah, now we're gonna go into the wait, there's a blue eye. Now we're gonna go into the Joey deck, I guess. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the Joey deck, because after blue eyes you always need to have red eyes, right? So yeah, let's go on. And here he is, by the way, the awesome looking red eyes black dragon. This one is in holo. Pretty awesome looking, the effect. This artwork is pretty great as well. I really love red eyes black dragon. It's not as great as it could be. I mean, it's 2400 attack for a level 7. That's kind of weak, but it's a pretty great card, and it has gotten a lot of support. The newer red eyes cards are pretty great. This one is not as much, but the newer cards like the red eyes darkness dragon, for example, is pretty great. So yeah, that's red eyes for you. Then we have Shortman of Landstar. Next we have the iconic baby dragon. Pretty nice card. Not that great in terms of stats, but it's a baby dragon, so what can you do? It can evolve into 1000 dragon though. So Spirit of the Harp, 2000 defense. This is basically just supposed to be a wall. Another wall type of monster, Iceland Turtle, 2000 defense. Next we have a Flame Manipulator. Mazaki, the legendary swordsman. Then we have the super iconic 7-colored fish. This card is pretty famous for being one of the most talked about old school cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! It has 1800 attack and it's a level 4, so that's why it's pretty popular. Back in the day, this card was used in pretty much every deck because it didn't require any tributes whatsoever, and you could get a pretty high attack factor card right off the bat in 7-colored fish. So yeah, pretty nice artwork again. Now a funny thing, this card is also pretty popular because of people like to emphasize on the colors of the fish. Like in this artwork, for example, I believe there's 7 colors here. You have the green right here in the head. Then you have this one, so that's 2. Another one right here, which is a dark blue 3, purple 4. Then right here we have red, which is 5. Then we have right here an orangey, which is not really that noticeable, which is 6. And then we have I think the fins, I guess they also count, which is the yellow. But there have been more artworks of this card in other cards, and they changed the colors a little bit. So yeah, this card is popular because of that, because it has gotten a bit of a change in some other cards. The Konami just doesn't know what to do with the coloring. So yeah, it's 7 colors fish, pretty great card. Pretty funny looking card in terms of the debates and stuff, but yeah, pretty awesome card. Then right here we have another one, which is darker, it's more faded out. Then we have Armored Lizard. Nice looking artwork again. We have Dark Fire Soldier number 1. Harpy's brother. Gearfried the Iron Knight. Pretty used in the anime. Then we have another one, Gearfried the Iron Knight. We have Karate Man. Milus Radiant. We have Time Wizard. This is the card you use to get 1000 Dragon. Or actually, in the anime, they use Time Wizard to accomplish 1000 Dragon. But it's also the same in the real game. You've used Time Wizard with Baby Dragon to get 1000 Dragon. The effect's not really that great. It's a gamble effect, so you have to flip a coin and hope that you get the correct result. Maravilo. Magician of Fate. This card is actually, this is one of those examples of cards that are really weak in terms of stats, but the effect is pretty great. So yeah, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, for example, these cards like this are not really that great. They're trash because in that game the effects are different. There's no effects in that game, so it's pretty much just raw power. But in the real game, this card is actually great. Next we have Big Eye. I really like the artwork in this one. Another Big Eye. Then we have Sangen, pretty popular card. It basically allows you to search a 1500 or less attack monster from your deck. That's pretty nice effect. We have another Sangen. Princess of Tsurugi. White magical head. Another white magical head. Penguin soldier in hollow. Neat. And right here we have Thousand Dragon. The evolution of Baby Dragon, as you can see. Time Wizard. Camera focus. Yeah, sorry, the camera can't focus, sorry. But it's pretty much Time Wizard plus Baby Dragon. 2400 attack. Level 7. It's pretty much the same stats as Red Eyes Black Dragon, which is kind of weird because Red Eyes Black Dragon is supposed to be much more important to the storyline and stuff. But this card is pretty much the same stats, including the level 7 for the 2400 attack monster. It's not really that great, but it's a fusion monster, so at least there's that. But yeah, still, I still think it should have been. I still think Red Eye should have been stronger, but oh well. Next we have Flame Swordman. This is a very iconic card of Joey, of course. He always uses it all the time. Next we have Malevolent Nuzzler. Dark Hole. It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh deck without Dark Hole, right? Then Keto the Cure Master. Again, do not look at the OCG artwork. We have Fisher. Dispel. The awesome Change of Heart. Block Attack. We have Giant Runade, which I believe is banned currently, I'm not really sure. It's pretty great. Returns all magic and trap cards on the field to their respective owner's hands. But it's basically a nerfed version of Giant Storm, I believe. With that card I know is banned, I don't know about this one. We have the Reliable Guardian. Another Reliable Guardian. We have Remove Trap. Monster Reborn. Polymerization, which is used to fuse monsters. Although there's been a lot of newer, stronger version of this card. We have another Polymerization. This was just the one that was available back in the day. Next we have the Field Spell Mountain. Dragon Treasure. Supposed to be good for dragons, of course. This card is one of the farming cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! From Memories, by the way, to equip Meteor Black Dragon. Next we have Internal Rest. Pretty awesome looking artwork. Destroy all monsters equipped with equipped cards. Yeah, not really that great, but it's old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Next we have Sword and Shield. Pretty useless card. Next we have the Hollow Scapegoat. This card is pretty popular. And also pretty nice. We have another Scapegoat, also in Hollow. This card was very emphasized in the anime, of course. Next we have Just Desserts. We have Trap Hole. Reinforcements. Another reinforcements, more faded out. Castle walls. Waboku. Ultimate offering. 7 tools of the bandit. Fake trap. This card is actually I don't know, let's see the effect. When your opponent uses a magic trap or effect monster card to destroy your trap cards, this card can be destroyed as a substitute for the trap card. Yeah, so it's pretty much about the same as the Forbidden Memories version. In Forbidden Memories, when the opponent attacks and you have this card, it just stops the attack. So yeah. Next we have a reverse trap. Nice artwork. And another reverse trap. So that was the starter deck, Joey. Now what you will notice is that these decks, all of them have pretty much the same cards. So yeah, they have pretty much the same cards, all of them. So that's unfortunate, but back in the day there were not as much available cards as there are now, and these are starting decks, so it is to be expected. So now we're gonna go into my favorite deck probably, which is starting deck Pegasus. Starting off with Relinquish. This is a pretty great card. First of all, the artwork is amazing. I really like the artwork. The concept of this monster is really nice. There's no 1000 dice restrict in this deck, unfortunately. That is the fused version of this card, the upgraded version that Pegasus used in the anime. This card is pretty iconic. I believe it was the first card to allow for equipping monsters to itself. So yeah, this card can equip monsters to itself to gain its attacks and defense. So yeah, pretty great card, pretty iconic, and it's in holo. So yeah, that's pretty nice, awesome card. Next we have Red Archery Girl. This is the non-tuned version. Next we have Rerun. Pretty nice card. This artwork is pretty great as well. Next we have the rare, very rare card, as stated by Pegasus, of course. We have Illusionist Faceless Mage. Yeah, this card is nice. It has 2200 defense, so it's pretty much supposed to be a wall, but you have to tribute it, so it's not really that useful in the real game. Next we have Rogue Doll. Urabi. Giant Soldier of Stone, which I don't think Pegasus ever used, I believe, I don't know. Next we have Aquamadur. This is a proper wall because it doesn't require any defense, any tributes whatsoever. It has 2000 attack, 2000 defense, should I say. There's also Neo Aquamadur, which has 3000 defense, so yeah, the upgraded version of this card, which is not available here, of course. Next we have the first tune of this deck, Toon Alligator. We have Hein, Jigen Bakuden, another Jigen Bakuden. We have Mask of Darkness, which kind of looks like a map actually. I don't know why. To me, it just looks like a map. I don't know. We have Witch of the Black Forest, which has the same effect as Sengen, so you can get a monster with 1500 or less attack from the deck when it gets destroyed. Next we have Man-Eater Bug, which is a prime example of a card that is pretty weak in terms of stats, but it's pretty great in terms of effects. So this card, when it's flipped, you can destroy a monster on the field regardless of the position, so yeah. Even though it only has 450 attack, the effect is pretty great if you can pull it off. Next we have another Man-Eater Bug. Another Man-Eater Bug, so that's 3. Next we have Muka Muka. Dream Clown. Heroes Shadow Scout. We have Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Not that great of a card actually, it's pretty weak. It's worse than the original Blue Eyes White Dragon because it requires Toon World on the field. But even so, it's pretty great looking artwork. Toons have actually gotten stronger now because they recently have gotten some support, so that's good because Toons are really nice and they deserve more support, in my opinion. Next we have Toon Summoned Skull, also pretty great. Really like this one as well. Next we have Manga Rerun. This one is interesting because it's basically rerun, but outside of the egg shells. So in the original one, he's inside the egg. This one is him popping out of the egg. So yeah. Also like the coloring. The coloring itself is pretty great as well. And actually, this one is called Manga, not Toon. So it's still a Toon card, but it's called Manga. So that's interesting, I guess. Next we have Toon Mermaid. And of course you can have Toons without Toon World, so this is Toon World. It's much different from the anime. In the anime the effects are a little bit different than in the real game. This card is activated by paying 1,000 of your life points. Yeah, you need this card in the field to have the Toon monsters, but in the anime this card worked a little bit different and stuff. Because it's anime and they of course you're gonna have different effects. Konami has released a new card recently, a new version of this card recently. So yeah, to emphasize more support on the Toons monsters. Next we have Black Pendant, Dark Hole, Diane Keta the Cure Master, Fisher, Dispel, Change of Heart, Soul Release, Yami, Black Illusion Ritual. This is the card used to summon Relinquished, Ring of Magnetism, Graceful Charity, pretty great card. The effect is draw 3 cards from your deck, then discard any 2 cards from your hand. This card is pretty great. Pretty nice. It can help a lot. Next we have Trap Hole, Castle Walls, Waboku, 7 Tools of the Bandit, Ultimate Offering, Robin Goblin, Magic Jammer, decent card, Enchanted Javelin, Griffin Wing in Hollow. This card is pretty nice. When your opponent activates Harpy's Feather Duster, all of your opponent's magic attack cards are destroyed in place of your own. So it's pretty much a counter to Harpy's Feather Duster, which is a banned card because it destroys all the back row cards of your opponent. Oh, okay. This one is, and that was it for the Kaiba deck. These ones are from a different deck, actually. These ones, I believe, are from boosters that I got with the starter decks. So first we have Dark Magician. This is an alternate artwork. I don't really like this artwork as much, but as the original one, the first one, should I say? But this is supposed to be the how Dark Magician really looks, how they meant for Dark Magician to look, because in the anime they changed the skin tones because of censorship and stuff. This is how Dark Magician is supposed to look. So his skin is a little bit more greenish, and the robe itself is a little bit of a different color. So this is the original Dark Magician, how it's supposed to be, but I still enjoyed the first artwork. Next we have Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts, Warrior Digrapher, Giant Rat, Zombira the Dark, which says this dark. I believe it's supposed to be the dark. Might be a typo. Royal Magical Library, Black Luster Ritual. This is of course used to ritual summon Black Luster Soldier. It's in Hollow. Axe of Despair. Pretty great card because you can equip it to any monster and it gains 1000 attack so it's pretty great card. Back in the day, this was used all the time, so yeah. Next we have the famously memed card, Mystical Space Typhoon. This card is a target of many memes because people just don't know how this card works. The effect says destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Now, most people think that because it says destroy, it negates, but it does not negate. And that's why this card is a meme, because most people who don't really know the rules, because this game is very complex in terms of the rules. This game, they go into this card thinking that it negates the effect because it destroys the card, but it doesn't negate the effect. So pretty much, if I activate a trap or spell card, and my opponent activates this card, my card is gonna be destroyed, but the effect is still gonna apply. For this card to negate, it would have to say negate and destroy. But since it already says destroy, it doesn't actually negate, and so that's why this card is a target of many memes. It's probably the most memed card in the whole Yu-Gi-Oh franchise because of that, because people don't know if it negates or not. But like I said, it doesn't negate, so it only destroys, so it doesn't really negate. If it negated, it will pretty much banned, and pretty much everybody would have used it. So yeah. Next we have Mystic Plasma Zone. Short of Revealing Light, which is one of the best cards to use in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Also nice in the real game, but it's not as useful as it is on Forbidden Memories. Next we have Pot of Greed. So this card is obviously banned, of course. This card is never gonna be unbanned unless they do a really nerfed version of it. I don't know, they might have done it, I don't know. But the effect's pretty much draw 2 cards. Just that, draw 2 cards from your deck. It doesn't have any drawbacks, and you just draw 2 cards. So no reason it's banned. There's no wonder it's banned. It just draws 2 cards. It's a +2 with no minuses. So yeah. Spellbinding Circle. This is the art. This is the background of the Exodia cards in the TCG. Next we have the Eye of Truth. Then we have Backup Soldier. Shift. Raigeki Break. I believe this is the counter for Raigeki. Discard 1 card from your hand or destroy 1 card on the field. Oh. No, discard 1 card from your hand to destroy 1 card on the field. Okay. It kind of looks like it kind of sounds like a Raigeki counter though, because it's a Raigeki Break, so but it's not actually that. Oh well. Next we have Killer Needle. This was used by Weevil, of course. Bugs. Larvae Moth, which is a pretty horrible card. It has gotten some support recently. Perfect Deal to Make Great Moth, which is supposed to be the final incarnation of this insect, has gotten some support to make it easier to bring out. But overall, this card is pretty awful. You pretty much have to have Larvae Moth, which has only 250 attack, on the field for 2 turns. Then you can tribute with Cocoon of Evolution to summon this card. It's pretty awful card. So yeah. Next we have Ogushi. Then we have Bottom Dweller. Jellyfish. Little Chimera. Share the Pain. Flying Kamakiri number 2. Bite Shoes. This is basically the, I guess, the partner of Man-Eating Treasure Chest. I guess. Next we have Final Destiny, which is very worn out. This card is very worn out, so. Discard 5 cards from your hand to destroy all cards on the field. Okay. Not that useful. Not that useful really, because you have to discard your entire hand. Next we have Dark Hole. And then we have Insect Man. Wait, actually this card is fake actually. It's not supposed to be here, but oh well. This is basic insect, but it's called the Insect Man right here because it's a fake card. The stats are also fake. It has 1900 attack and 1800 defense, so that's fake. This is basic insect. The insect is Gregory's. The forest is its paradise. Yeah, insect race. Yeah, you can already tell it's fake just by the effects alone. You can tell it's fake. So yeah, this is a fake card. Oh well. So yeah, guys, that was the starter decks. So yeah, those were the starter decks. Overall, I mean, there's some cool cards here like Relinquished and stuff, but they're not really that amazing. It's not really that amazing of decks. They have pretty much the same cards, all of them. They have a lot of repeats and stuff, and they don't really have that much of hollows. But yeah, this is pretty much starter decks. I got these decks back in the day, so you can't really expect much, I guess. I got this back in the day. I still remember getting them. I don't have the boxes anymore, so that's why the cards are a little bit worn out because I don't have the boxes anymore. That's why I need to store them in this box right here. But yeah, those were the real cards, I guess. Those are the real cards, guys. So now we're gonna go into the fake cards. So yeah. Alright, guys, and so now we're gonna go into the fake cards. Now these ones I'm gonna go really briefly over them. I'm not really gonna waste much time here because as you can see there's a lot of cards here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to not drag out too much. So like we saw before, you have a basic insect right here. This is the first fake card, I guess. I had it on the real cards. Oh well. So I have right here a lot of cards. So I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna go quickly over them. I don't want to waste much time here because there's a lot of cards here. A lot of cards here. First we have this unique looking card actually. Silent Child. This is strings from the anime. Next we have Seahorse. This is basically supposed to be Kaiba. You can select one type of monster when the game begins. Then all monsters on the deck or of hand cards in your field will turn into the right type of monsters you have selected. You can begin with 4 cards when the game begins. If you have 4 cards when finishing the attack, you must relinquish the 4 cards. Yeah, the effects right here are pretty crazy. So yeah. Next we have Game, just that, Game. This is Yami, Yugi. Then we have Friendship. Okay, next we have the monster cards. I'm gonna go really quickly over them. I'm not gonna talk about them. So yeah, these cards are all pretty much fake. They have a lot of typos in the description and stuff. And most of them have really high attack factors, like over 10,000 attacks and stuff like that. So yeah, they're pretty much as fake as one can be. So yeah, there's also some magic cards right here which have attack factors and defense factors as well. So yeah, pretty much fake. I got these cards back in the day in a lot of Chinese stores and stuff. So yeah, these are all pretty much fakes. Oh well. I wish they were real though. If they were real, man, my god, if they were real. Because I have a lot of fake cards right here which are actually quite valuable if they were real, but oh well. These ones are not real, so these are all fake cards. Yeah, you can see these types of effects. These sparkle types of effects, you can already tell it's fake. All of the fake cards have this type of sparkles. So yeah, all fake cards, man. Oh well. Reload. Nice. Yeah, it's all just fake cards I have. I'm not gonna talk about them, of course. I'm just gonna show you to you very fast because otherwise this video will be 2 hours long, probably even more. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go over them.
You can see as well that there's a lot of monsters which have fake levels which are not supposed to have. So yeah, just fake cards, fake and other fakes. Yeah, a lot of fake cards, fake, fakies, fake cards. Another basic insect right there. Yeah, there's also like that one white background. There's some different backgrounds on some of these cards. Here you can see a magic card which has a level 2. and it's the other way around, not even the correct way. So yeah, level 12 monster, by the way. Of course it's fake. This is actually a really nice card actually though, Wing Weaver. This card is pretty nice. Okay, the camera is losing focus. Okay, there we go. So yeah, just a lot of fake cards, because it wouldn't be a Yu-Gi-Oh video without fake cards, right? So let's just get them to there, put them away. Now we're gonna go into the next deck right here. Okay, let's get this. Yeah, there's a lot of cards here. Oh man, there's a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards right here. A lot of cards, man, a lot of cards. This one is kind of stuck. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's go in these ones. These are the weirdest ones, by the way. Devil Comedian. Yeah. Just quickly gonna go over them, like I said. Warrior of Federation right there. Fake cards. Electro Whip. Blast Juggler. I can mention some of the cards. Okay, there's another one up there. I can mention some of them, but oh well. Some of the ones I like the most, or the ones I'm most familiar with. Yeah, white background. Of course it's fake. Okay, more fakes. Witch of the Black Forest. This is actually Thousand Eyes Idol. This is the card they used to fuse Thousand Eyes Restrict. Karyushin, pretty awesome card. It's weak, but it's pretty nice. It was actually never released in the TCG. It's still only exclusive to OCG. I don't know why. It's only available in the OCG, so it's only available in Japan. I don't know why they never released it in the TCG, but oh well. I mean, it was in the anime after all. Meiko Tsunami used it, but they never released it. I don't know why, but it's great. I like it because it's a sea serpent, and I really love sea serpents. So yeah, Crush Card Virus, pretty awesome card. Card Destruction. Gradius. Okay, oh, Summoned Skull, different artwork. I don't like this artwork as much, but it's Summoned Skull, so. The Genie, Mystical Genie with the Lamp. The Motion Punishment. Oh, look at this card. Evil Muppet. It's got it's got 11,600 attack and 1,700 defense. So yeah, that's how you know this is fake. There's a lot of cards like that. This is pretty much fake Evil Muppet. I was thinking about someone. Yeah, Chuck. That's right, Chuck. It's basically Chuck, I guess. It's basically Chuck, the horror character in Yu-Gi-Oh. If that character was, it's a what if that character was in Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. Okay, 4 more fake cards. Stop Defense. RP Lady. Fake card. Fake Trap. Yeah, there's a lot of fakes. Roaring Ocean Snake. This card is also, I like this card as well because it's a sea serpent. Spike Sidra. Pretty useful card in Forbidden Memories to get Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. So those were more fake cards. Now, man, there's a lot of cards here. Let's go to another deck. Yeah, it's pretty easy to show you the cards, but then it's gonna be a pain to store them again. That's gonna be a pain. Oh well. Okay, let's see. There's another one. Yeah, okay. So now let's go into this deck right here. Starting off with Warrior of Tradition. We're gonna go quickly over them, of course. This one, Ramon Teller. It's got 15,800 attack. My god, man. I've never seen such attack. My god. Beaver Warrior. Dark Ruler Hades. Pretty nice card. Although I think it's pronounced Hades. They actually put a space between the A and the D. I don't know if it was because of censorship, I don't know. But I just say Hades because it's supposed to be Hades. It's supposed to be Dark Ruler Hades, so the Greek god of Underworld. This card, level 12. Yeah, no chance, man, no chance. Basic Insect, Ryukishin, yeah. A lot of fake cards. Sun and Moon. Or actually, no, Rain's Sun and Rain. I don't know. I don't even know. Right here we have a rat. Yeah, a rat. Pretty weak card. Okay, level 12 bug. My god, man, that must be a really tough bug. Man-eating treasure chest. Hourglass in hollow. Okay. Basic Insect. The famous Basic Insect. Weevil Underwood would appreciate that. Royal Guarding Fort. 16,150 attack. My god. Monster Reborn. Whoa, Flutter Whip. Spiked Bot. Level 12. No way. Oh, this is not from Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry. Luminous Spark. We have some bats. Dark Titan of Terror, Witch of the Black Forest. Okay. A lot of fakes. Ultimate Offering. And the camera's losing focus, sorry. Okay, there we go. GGGG. This is Gagagigo. This card is pretty awesome because it has a lot of backstory. It has a lot of backstory to it. And other forms and stuff. I really like that card. But it's a reptile. Reptiles are probably the least supported card in the game. Aside from Sea Serpent, of course. And yeah, those were the more fake cards. But of course we have more fake cards right here as well. Let's see. Alright, so now I was just organizing this space right here to store these cards. So now we're gonna go into some of the best fake cards right here and some of the strongest monsters in these decks. I wanted to save these ones for last, but oh well, they're on top of this deck, so I'm just gonna go over them. As you can see, it's a pretty big deck, so yeah. But first of all, I'm gonna show you the strongest cards right here. So first of all, we have right here Dark Master. Focus, Nikon. Okay, there we go. Dark Master. Now this card is pretty much Exodia, fully I'm missing the word. Fully complete, that's it. This is basically complete Exodia in cards. So this is an interpretation of how Exodia would look like if it was completed and in a card. This card is a pretty popular counterfeit. It's also counterfeited in another artwork, it's called Darkly Big Rabby. That's also another card. It's pretty much the same as this one, but it's a different artwork and different name. You might notice its sound attribute, should I say? It's sound attribute, so that already tells it's fake. It has in the attack and defense side it says limitless offensive force. So yeah. The description says, will the Dark Master released all monster with endless offensive will be destroyed. Yeah, pretty funny card. So yeah, like I said, there's also a Darkly Big Grab, which is pretty much the same as this card. So yeah, pretty funny card though, not gonna lie, pretty funny. Next we have real existing cards, but in fake, of course, these ones are fake. So first of all, we have Mystical Beast of Circuit. This card is very awesome. I really like this card. It was used by Odin in the anime. It gains more attack and defense as it eats monsters. So yeah, pretty great card. In the anime, it also evolved as well into different forms as well. So it's pretty nice card. I really love it. Next we have the iconic, the famous, the godly Gate Guardian. This card is pretty horrible. In the anime it was a little bit better, but in the real game it really sucks because it doesn't have any type of effect. You require 9 tributes just to summon this card. The 3 Labyrinth Brothers, Kazijin, Suijin, and the Son of the Thunder, all of them require 2 tributes, and all you get is a 3750 attack monster. So yeah, this card is pretty awful. I don't know why Konami does not release support for this card. If any card in the game deserves support, it's this card, Gate Guardian. This card really deserves support, but Konami doesn't want to give it support. I don't know why. It's a pretty iconic card though. So yeah, even though it's weak, it's a pretty iconic card. Yeah, it was actually the first level 11 monster in the game, and I believe when it released, it was the strongest monster up until the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So until Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon released, this was the strongest card for a lot of time back in the day. So yeah. Next we have Slifer the Sky Dragon. So this is one of the 3 Execution God cards. It's pretty great, the artwork. It's also my favorite Execution God card as well, my favorite one. Next we have Obelisk the Tormentor, which is supposed to be the weakest card in the weakest of the 3 gods in the anime. But in the real game, it's actually the strongest. So yeah, it's actually the strongest in the real game because it has the most protection. But it only has 4,000 attack and defense. I don't know why it only has 4,000. It should have had 5,000, I think. But oh well. Next we have another Slifer the Sky Dragon. This one has some effects. It's got 2,500 attack and 2,100 defense. What kind of stats are those, man? I mean, is that Slifer? 2,500 attack? Seriously? Yeah. Well, no. Next we have Gate Guardian, El Guardión del Portón. So this is in Spanish. Yeah, another Gate Guardian. God, I wish they would have released support for it, but they don't want to release it. Next we have Blackluster Soldier, Karosi Fighter. This is a pretty iconic card. It has gotten quite a few different forms in recent years, like the Envoy of the Beginning and Super Soldier. So yeah, this is the original Blackluster Soldier, pretty iconic card. I really love the artwork. Blue Eye Stone Dragon. At least I have this one in real version. Skull Guardian. Oh no, actually, yeah, Skull Guardian. Yeah, there's also Skull Knight. I was confusing it with Skull Knight, but this is Skull Guardian. Yeah. Next we have Kazijin, which is the weakest of the Labyrinth Brothers, and also my least favorite one. Dark Magician in the first artwork, pretty nice. Next we have Suijin, another one of the Labyrinth Brothers. Blue Eyes White Dragon in this specific artwork. I really like this artwork actually. This is my second favorite artwork after the original one. Right here you can see that it looks very bluish. Even though it's white, it's supposed to be white, it looks more bluish in this one, but it's a pretty great artwork. Another Skull Guardian. Honshedion, I don't know what that means. Magician of Black Chaos. This was the card Yugi used to defeat Pegasus. It has gotten some more versions as well, just like Blackluster Soldier. So yeah, this is the original vanilla one, which has no effect. Pretty awesome card. Next we have Red Eyes Black Dragon. In this artwork he looks more reddish. Another Magician of Black Chaos, and the final Labyrinth Brother, Son of the Thunder, the strongest one of the 3. and my favorite one as well. Manga Rerun. Barrel Dragon, which is a pretty awesome card. The effect is a gamble effect, gamble type of effect. You flip a coin. If you get I believe it's 2 heads or 3. I don't remember now. You can destroy all the monsters on the opponent's side of the field, so that's pretty great. Next we have Skull Knight. This is one of the most useful cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories because it can be equipped with almost all the equips in the game, so it's pretty great. It's a pretty great card as well in terms of the artwork. Next we have Winged Dragon of Ra, which is the strongest existing card in the anime, but fun fact, in the real game it's actually the weakest. It has gotten some support recently, which has made it much more viable, but if you're only using this card alone with no support, it's the weakest of the 3, so yeah. Pretty horrible card in the real game. Next we have Suijin again, Water God. Yeah, Crab Turtle, one of those old vanilla ritual monsters. Dinosaur Egg, aka Rerun, another Rerun. We have Garma Short, another vanilla ritual monster. Pretty awesome artwork. I wish Konami would release these cards in retrained versions with effects. These cards are pretty great, but in terms of the artwork, but they're pretty weak because they don't have effects. Oh well. Gaia the Fierce Knight, another Gaia the Fierce Knight. Bikuri Box, Pegasus staple of course. YZ Dragon, Tank I believe. These are pretty much the XYZ cards, which were used by Kaiba a lot. Performance of Short, another vanilla ritual monster. Black Skull Dragon, pretty awesome card, but I think it should have been much stronger. It only has 3200 attack. Ideally it should have had 3500 at the least in terms of attack, but oh well. It's a pretty awesome card, pretty awesome looking card, but like I said, it's kind of weak. It should have been much stronger than it is, considering that it's a fusion of 2 very strong monsters, but oh well, pretty iconic card though. Next we have Blue Eyes White Dragon. Lava Golem, which was used by Merrick in the anime. Pretty great card actually in terms of the effect. Next we have Yamato Dragon, which is pretty strong defense. It has 3100 defense and 2600 attack. Next we have one of my favorite cards in the whole franchise. We have Zera the Mat. This card is very awesome looking. It's very evilish, but it's a vanilla ritual monster, unfortunately. So yeah, it's not really that great in the real game, but it's a pretty awesome looking artwork, nevertheless. Another Zera the Mat. Jueli, funny. Okay. Next we have Valkyrian, the Magnetic Warrior. This card is pretty strong for what for the requirements it needs. Compare this with Gate Guardian, for example. Gate Guardian requires 3 over 2000 attack monsters, while this card, the requirements for this card are 3 monsters which do not even have 2000 attack, and yet this card is almost as strong as Gate Guardian. So yeah, it's pretty pathetic when you think about it. Like, why is Gate Guardian not 4000 or more? I mean, I don't know. This card is fused with 3 2000 less attack monsters, yet it's almost the same as Gate Guardian. So yeah, that's pretty unbalanced if you ask me, but oh well. XYZ Dragon Cannon, the fusion of the 3 original XYZ monsters. Another one, of course. Next we have Meteor Black Dragon, the fusion of Red Eyes Black Dragon and the Meteor Dragon. This is another example, like I was saying with Valkyrian Magnetic Warrior. This card, for example, is stronger than Black Skull Dragon, while the regions are weaker. Black Skull Dragon is weaker than this card, but it should have been much stronger because the requirements for Black Skull Dragon are stronger than the requirements for this monster. Yet this monster is stronger, so that's a little bit unbalanced, but oh well. Now this card is pretty weak in the real game. It's pretty worthless because it's only a fusion. It doesn't have any effect. But in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, this card is actually the most popular card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, and it's also the most useful one because in that game this card is almost needed if you want to complete the game. So this card is pretty popular in Forbidden Memories, but in the real game it's pretty suckish. So yeah. Next we have Super War Lion, a vanilla ritual monster. Another Zardamant, another Red Eyes Black Dragon, Thousand Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Pretty iconic card. This is a classic. It's not really that great because it doesn't have any effect whatsoever, but they have released more versions of this card recently which have effects. But this card is, because of the newer support that Blue Eyes has gotten, it's actually much better now than it once was, but it's still Blue Eyes White Ultimate Dragon, so it's a pretty iconic card. 4500 attack, so it was the strongest monster back in the day, up until they released 500 Dragon. So yeah, pretty nice card. Next we have Masked Beast. This card is pretty nice as well, another Masked Beast. Then we have probably my favorite card in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. We have 5-Headed Dragon, or 5-God Dragon, which is also the alternate name. This was the card used by the Big Five in the Digital World arc. Pretty awesome card. It has 5000 attack and 5000 defense. It's based on Tiamat, the 5-headed mythological dragon. In this case, it's a little bit the artwork is a little bit different, as you can see right here in the feet. The feet is very funny looking, so yeah, it's not really drawn properly. But yeah, this card is pretty nice. It's pretty great. It's very easy to bring out as well, and it's pretty strong. They have released a newer Link version of it, which is even stronger. So yeah, pretty great card, pretty iconic 5-headed dragon. Very, very awesome card. Next we have Exodia the Forbidden One. Another Exodia the Forbidden One. And then we have some pieces as well. I don't have all of them, unfortunately. We have the right arm, the left arm, the left leg, but unfortunately I don't have the right leg. Oh well. And yeah, those were pretty much the best fake cards I have. Now I'm gonna go over the rest of them. So I'm gonna go briefly over these ones. I'm gonna quickly go over them to not waste much time here. So yeah, focus Nikon, please. Come on, you can do it. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go. Happy ladies. Okay, share the pain. Fisher. Yeah, these cards are all fake, so I'm just gonna quickly go over them. Metal Dragon, Dark Tetranopter, Tatsumi Giant, Help Quamer, card used by Merrick in the anime. Pretty awesome looking as well. It really fits the torture type of deck that Merrick uses, and his character as well, I guess. Curse of Dragon, which together with Guy the Fierce Knight does Guy the Dragon Champion, of course. Okay, more fake cards. Fake, of course, the level. This card, Bone Dog Maron, 11,350 attack. Pretty ridiculous. You can basically one-hit kill your opponent with that. So yeah. Castle of Dark Illusions. This card is pretty well known to have really weird attack and defense stats. It's got 1930 defense. So yeah. Also another one is Dark Chimera. That one has also 1530 I believe attack. So yeah, pretty weird stats right there. Yeah. They're mostly just popular because of that. Slot Machine, pretty weak card. Wicked One Beast there. Level 12. Trap Master, Man Eating Treasure Chest. One of the Ojama trios. Beaver Warrior. Yeah, a lot of cards here, a lot of fake cards. Man, I wish these cards were real though. Oh well, it's unfortunate that they're not real. Roaring Ocean Snake, nice. Oh, this card is also very nice. I believe it's called the Des Vostograph or something like that. This card is very rare, and it's very valuable as well. This card is very valuable, and it's very rare. So yeah, pretty nice artwork as well. Okay, Spike Sidra. Okay, so those are the decks, or should I say the deck? That deck right there. And I'm gonna go over the last deck. I actually have to hurry because the battery is in the red spot right now, so I'm gonna have to hurry this one. Oh. Okay, these ones are kind of sealed. These ones I got from a friend actually. A friend of mine gave me these cards. These ones are more recent. These ones are from the GX era and the 5Ds, I believe. So first of all, we have right here 6 Samurai. I believe there's all of them. Yeah, all of the 6 Samurai. All of the 6 Samurai archetypes. So that's nice. Okay, we have Neo-based card, Kids card. I'm not gonna be naming all of them, of course. I'm just gonna go pass through them because the battery life is getting almost dead. So yeah, I have to hurry. Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. I retrained Celtic Guardian pretty much with an effect. This is actually Calculator. So yeah, pretty staple card. Axe Dragon. Oh, Elemental Hero Sparkman. This one is hollow. Elemental Hero archetype. Not really a fan of it, but oh well. We have right here a Genetic Werewolf, or this is actually the real name is Gentech Werewolf. This card is pretty popular for a reason because it's a level 4 with high attack factor. This card has 2000 attack, so it's even worth at 1900. You can pretty much put this card in the first turn and have a 2000 attack monster, which requires no tribute. So yeah, Frost Dinosaur or something. I don't know. No, Frostosaurus actually. Sorry, Frostosaurus pretty nice card because it's a dinosaur. I really like dinosaurs. The Hero Diabolic Kai. This is actually Elemental Hero Vicious, I think. Not really sure. Beerfried. Another Elemental Hero. Neo Spacian. Exodia. Oh, here's here's the other leg. Oh, so I actually have the leg. I actually have the other leg. Nice. Okay. Hollow. Deadly Magic Box. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. This one is kind of sucks. The newer Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon is actually very awesome though compared to this one, but this one really sucks. Harpy's Pet Dragon. Very popular, or should I say, very iconic card. Andros Sphinx, used in the Pyramid of Light movie by Anubis. Spiral Serpent. This card is very strong for a normal monster. It's got 2900 attack and 2900 defense. Pretty awesome card. It's a Sea Serpent, almost as strong as Blue Eyes in terms of attack, but it actually has more defense. Next we have Sphinx Talia. This card is used to bring out Teen and the Great Sphinx together with Endro Sphinx. Gaia the Fierce Knight. This is actually Gaia the Swift Fierce Knight. This is the retrained version of Gaia the Fierce Knight. Blue Eyes That Dragon in its original artwork, which is my favorite one. Pretty great. Gaia the Fierce Knight. Dragon of Light and Darkness. Pretty nice artwork and pretty nice card as well. Another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Machina Force. This card is very strong. It's got 4600 attack. Another Elemental Hero. Another Elemental Hero. And we end up with Relinquished. So yeah, no, that's not restrict, unfortunately. Oh well. So yeah, that was the last deck. Like I said, I got these cards from a friend. He actually gave them to me. So yeah, it also has it actually has some good cards in there from the GX era. So there's that. And yeah, that was pretty much those are pretty much the decks. Okay, so that was all. After I don't know how many times we have finally reached the end. So yeah, the battery life is almost dead. So I'm gonna have to put it into this. So yeah, guys. And that was it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching my Yu-Gi-Oh card collection. So, like you saw, there's a lot of fake cards in here. I mostly got these ones
in street market and stuff, so that's why I don't have that much real cards. Unfortunately, I do not have that ideal of a space to store them. That's why some of them are already a little bit worn off. I don't have sleeves and stuff like that, so unfortunately there's that. But yeah, I really like to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just like Pokemon, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to stay up to date with the channel by hitting the notification bell, and if you like my work, subscribe to the channel. Also, another thing, I will be doing some gameplay videos for Yu-Gi-Oh very soon as well. I will be playing Yu-Gi-Oh Forbidden Memories. I'm gonna leave a small teaser in this video as well. So if you want to see that, yeah, you can expect that in the future. I have already done a layout to start doing some gameplays for that game, and yeah, overall that's it, guys. So again, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe channel if you like my work, and I'll see you guys in the next one. UNHOLY-OMEGA, signing out.